Chelsea guys, Preston back here again, and today I'm gonna bring you my One Piece crew tag. So basically, yeah, this is a tag that's been going on YouTube of who can create their own pirate crew in One Piece, so they can go set sail and go find a One Piece. So yeah, this is my crew, and I hope you like it because it's gonna be the best one in the world. Anyway, the rules for this is you have to have six fighters, so people who fight for your crew, and six supporters who will support your crew, so like cooks, doctors, nurses, musicians, and stuff like that. You are the pirate. You are the pirate captain of your crew, and you also have to have your own role as well in the crew as well. And you're not supposed to put any yonkos, any past yonkos into this. So no Blackbeard, no Big Mom, no Shanks, no Whitebeard, or even Gold Roger as well. I think that Gold Roger was a Yonko because he got One Piece. Anyway, so yeah, let's get right into it. I'm gonna start first with the supporters. Number one, the first supporter is gonna be Nuka Robin. I think that Nuka Robin is a must is a must for anyone's crew because she can read the poneglyphs. She's also a good fighter as well with her own devil fruit ability as well. But the most important thing why Nuka Robin is in this crew is she can read poneglyphs and find the poneglyphs as well, and that's what you need to find Raftel. You need her to read the road poneglyphs, the red ones, and they'll create a map for Raftel. If you cannot read them, you will never find One Piece. And she also uncover a little bit more about the voice entry, which is what I'm into as well, into One Piece, in the One Piece lore. Supporter number two is gonna be Dr. Vegapunk. He's like already about the things that this guy has already done in the One Piece, and he's never been introduced yet properly. We've never seen how he looks like, his appearance, but already the stuff that he's achieved is already astronomical, and there's a lot more potential for this character. So for instance, in my crew, he can also build me the PX1s, the Bartholomew Kuma's clones. He can build me a lot of those, and he and they can find my battles for me. He can create me some planes, some submarines. Support number five. This will be this might come as quite a shock to you people, but I thought outside the box with this, because of the crimes that my crew would do, and the amount of bad shit that would do as well. We will need to get away with this stuff. So my support crew number five will be actually a world noble, because they can get away with anything. They can get away with a lot of stuff. So if I can recruit one of them into my crew, like this person doesn't have to be on my ship necessarily. He just has to be like like supporting us with the world government, so we can just go there and just fuck shit up in a different place, and the world government would be after us, and then like this world noble would just say, yeah, nah, just leave them alone, they didn't do anything that bad. They're my friends, so don't punish them. So don't punish them, and you will have to obey what I say. So yeah, I think that me and my crew would get away with this because of having a world noble in our crew as well, and we won't even be hunted down by the Marines or the world government as well. So yeah, I thought outside the box with that one, guys. So don't fucking steal my shit, okay? Don't steal that shit. That was my idea. But anyway, support number six. I kept this guy as I saved him for last to connect the branch between supporters and the fighters. So number six will be Sanji. Sanji is a must as well in anyone's crew. He's a cook. He makes the best food. He can also fight as well at a very high level as well. He's a Smoke, one of the assassin families in the One Piece universe. He can create us a lot of food, but I'm gonna have to keep him away from the girls because that is that's going to be a distraction for him, and we don't have to have distractions. I mean, there is girls in our crew, but I don't want him getting distracted because we are focusing on the main goal, and that is to find One Piece and become the best crew in One Piece. Moving on to fighters, my fighter number one is gonna be Charlotte Katakuri. He's this guy, right? Has been recently just been introduced into the One Piece manga, and the things that he's already been able to do is already astronomical. He's so strong. I was literally so surprised by this guy, like by the strength of how he is. I mean, he's no surprise that he's right hand man to Big Mom, and the way that he is as well. He's haki. His haki is literally his Kenbushi no haki is so strong that he can see a little bit into the future. That already can just give my crew a boost because he can see what's going to happen in the future and what places to avoid and who to avoid. Number two, he's a Logia type as well. So any physical harms cannot any physical attack cannot harm him. So they'll need, so he can only get hurt by um the haki attack. Charlotte Katakuri can help us get out of sticky situations, which is why I chose him for my crew as well. And fighter number two is Roronoa Zoro. Zoro is one of my favorite characters in the One Piece universe. I was gonna choose Ace over him, but Ace is dead, and I didn't want to include any dead characters into this. So I chose Zoro. Zoro is just a straight up savage. He always keeps improving as well, and he's that type of guy who'll just fight for you until the death. Like when he took all that pain for Luffy when Bartholomew Kuma had that small bubble, and Zoro went inside it and took all the pain for Luffy. He would take the pain for anyone in our crew, but he has no sense of direction. That's why Nami's there to direct us in the right way, and he can just cut motherfuckers up, and got a lot more potential as well to be the best swordsman in the world. Right, fighter number three. This guy, I chose him because of just the sheer amount of power he has, and knowledge, and his knowledge and experience in the Marines and in life as well. This guy is former fleet admiral Sengoku. I think that Sengoku is the strongest marine that's ever lived. I think he's strong. I think he smashes all the three previous admirals. I think he demolishes everyone in the Marines except for a few people that are a little bit up there. But yeah, he's also going to be like the father figure as well in our crew. He's got a lot of he's got a lot of knowledge to what goes on in the Marines and to how everything goes around, and he can relay that information to us. Fighter number four would be Trafalgar Law. Trafalgar Law is just an awesome guy. His his devil fought his devil fruit power is the upnummy fruit, which he can create a room and he can dictate whatever happens in that room. So if he wants to get through a door and that room has that door included, he can just literally travel past through that door. He can cut people's hearts out. He can chop people in half. He's also a surgeon, which he can help heal our crew members as well. He's also adept at using his sword. You know, Trafalgar Law is a very strong character. He can literally just get us out of a lot of sticky situations. He can we can literally kidnap someone. He can take their heart out, and we can just bring that person back and just use them as leverage for getting our price and getting for what we want, and just for exchange of their hearts. So yeah, that's why Trafalgar Law is one of my fighters as well. So moving on to fighter number Cinco would be Master Cat Viper. I had to put diversity into this, you know, like with cyborgs, with the Marines, old people, young people. So I had to put diversity into this, and I had to put Master Cat Viper instead of Duke Duke Dogstorm or even Tony Chopper. I like the way that Master Cat Viper is as well. He's also a leader, you know, like he can bring those qualities. Uh, he can bring those leadership qualities to us because he was ruling half of Zoro as well throughout the night. So he knows a little bit of leading people as well. He's also a good fighter. The way that he fought Jack the Drought, the guy who's second in charge for Kaido, the way he fought him as well, and he put up a good fight, a good fight up against him until Jack had to cheat and use the poison gas. So yeah, and he was also in Gold Roger's crew for a little bit for a little bit of a while as well. So that's why I chose Master Cat Viper, aka Neko Mamushi. So yeah, fighter number six. A lot of people sleep on this guy. A lot of people. I think if he wasn't in the Sky P, and if was at the bottom of if he was on the islands or on the sea, he'd be a very high bounty, and he would cause a lot of problems for the Marines and the world government. This guy is Eminem, aka Eno. He's got lightning based powers. He's a lightning based logia. A lot of people really sleep on this guy. I cannot stress how much, like, how strong he is as well. I think he has over 250 million votes. That is literally ridiculous. The only reason why he lost against Luffy, because Luffy is a rubber man, and Rubber is good against lightning. So Luffy was able to negate his attacks as well, but Eno is just too strong. He's got good haki, or they call it mantra in Skype here. But with me, what I'm thinking about is what like how Zeus does it. Like Eno would just be up in the sky, you know, and he would just be firing lightning bolts to all my enemies and all my victims, you know, and nobody would be able to do anything about it because they won't be expecting that, you know. Like he's just a straight up beast, you know. He's literally so awesome. But anyway, and the final one, as for what I'll be doing as a captain, is I'm gonna be a strategist. So that's my role. I'm a strategist. I plan everything. Basically, I plan where we should attack next, who should go where, and pull the strings. In the background, like how Doflamingo does his things as well. Um, I was torn between two devil fruit powers. The control fruit, which is basically like telekinesis. Like I can control things with my mind if I want to, or the steal fruit, where I can steal people's powers like for a certain amount of time. Like I can have two powers at once. So basically, when I touch the person, I can have their power, and then if I touch the other person, I can have the other person's power. But if I touch the third person, I will lose the first person's power which I touched, and we'll just keep going around in a circle. I don't know which devil fruits to choose between those two, or I might just have both and just cheat because it's my fucking it's my character, and I can do what the fuck I want to do with it. But anyway, guys, that was my One Piece my One Piece crew. I hope you like it. Don't steal any of my fucking ideas, because they're my ideas, not your ideas. So come up with your own. Always think outside the box, guys. Yeah, and my crew beats everyone. My crew literally beats everyone there because I'm the one thinking about it, and when I'm pulling the strings and controlling people around. So yeah, guys, tell me about your crew and your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like my shit. Always vote for One Piece. Well, watch if you're not watching One Piece, always watch it. It's a really good show. Subscribe, share with your friends, and subscribe. I cannot stress how much more having subscribers is. But anyway, guys, Preston signing out. Peace.